Hello and welcome to a new vlog. Very long time no see, I know. I've been super busy with uni and placement, but it's half term this week, so me and Graydon have managed to book ourselves a very last minute trip to Riga, the capital of Latvia. So it'll be something a bit different, a really nice wintry break for us, which we're really looking forward to. And we've had to pack even lighter than usual this time because Wizz Air seems to have updated their baggage policy since we last flew with them. So we're still taking the same 2 backpacks we usually do for short breaks, but it's meant that we've not been able to cram as much stuff within this time, so it's finally made us get around to, or rather made me get around to not taking as much unnecessary stuff like I usually do. So it's a 3-night break and I'll show you what's in my bag. These are the only 2 bags that me and Graydon are leaving the country with, 1 each. So I'm going to show you what my extremely light packing looks like. So we've got minimum clothes for Graydon. These are what we're wearing later on when we go out. A camera charger, we've got toiletries. These are the things that are going to go in a plastic bag because of the liquids. Very minimum jewellery, minimum toiletries. I've got the other toiletries in this black bag here, and might put the others in this little nice travel, which is actually a pencil case after we've been through security. Here, that's my list with some notes on it. And then I've got my Polaroid camera as well as this one. And then obviously my minimum clothes possible, swimming costume. And then we've each got a book as well, and just little general bits and bobs. So we always take like headphones, obviously purses, wallets, and we're going to be wearing hats because it's going to be cold. So I think I've done pretty well, but I'm going to put it in the bags now and see if it actually fits. And of course, most importantly, the passports, money, things like documents and adapters. Oh, hello Wellton. He's been meowing at me all afternoon. Nothing new there because he wants feeding, even though he's not due a feed. Greedy monkey. By the way, if you saw this mess here in the background, this isn't all going as well. This is just the amount of rubbish that I was carrying around in my bag. So yeah, it's made me finally get around to having a clear out. Good morning from Latvia. We arrived quite late last night. I think it was about 1:30 in the morning, so obviously just went straight to bed. So this morning we've got up and just been for breakfast, and what I didn't mention was obviously most of our trips are budget travel, and this is just a short break and we have tried to keep it on a budget again. But Latvia seems to be a really cheap country because we've actually managed to get a 4-star hotel with spa access included, and obviously private room and private bathroom, whereas normally we have to share a hostel dorm. So this is really nice for a short break in another country. I'll just show you around the room a little bit. I've got the bed here, which is so nice to actually have our own beds and not bunk beds. And then we've got the tea and coffee facilities and the mini bar. You can see outside, it's not a great deal of a view, but it's a nice looking building. We're on the 3rd floor. And then we've got the bathroom, which has got the sink area and a lovely shower, like a walk-in shower type, so we're really happy with this. I just have to mention that at breakfast there's actually sparkling wine just sat on the table for you to have with your breakfast, so I just had to, of course, take part in the novelty of it and have some alongside my water and my coffee, so why not? It looks as if the canal trip we were hoping to do might not be happening. We've ended up delaying going to the spa. We decided to go for some lunch, and then afterwards we just couldn't resist going for a wander. There's such beautiful buildings everywhere you look, so we're just getting a general feel for the area. Right, we actually are heading off to the spa now. We had a lovely walk around, getting a feel for the area, some amazing buildings, and I'm all ready for the spa now anyway because it was really cold outside, so it'd be nice to warm up, got our robes on, and obviously I won't be able to take my camera down there. My waterproof camera's broken already, I've only taken it away with me once, so that needs to get sorted, so you know, we'll just see how it goes, and I think it'll be really relaxing. Ready for some spa time! It's day 2, we've just come back from breakfast. Had a few more traditional Latvian things this morning compared to the burger that I had last night in the restaurant because I just didn't really fancy anything else. So today we're heading over across the river onto the left bank to a place called Ķīpsala, which is actually a little island, and it's apparently quite culturally different to the right bank which we're on, so it'll be quite nice, and the thing that I'm most looking forward to seeing is the traditional wooden architecture. Let's go! I literally just fell into that bush trying to get the perfect shot of this beautiful building in front of a cafe full of people. Yay. This is the Powder Tower, which I've just googled because I knew I recognised it from online, but I wasn't sure what it was. And apparently it was part of the defensive structure of Riga, and now it's part of the War Museum. We've taken a very long detour to see some of the buildings and explore the area some more, but we're finally on the bridge on the way to Ķīpsala. Just casually sat in my t-shirt in 2-degree weather because I'm so hot from walking. It turns out that it's not as ridiculously cold here as we thought it might be, so that's definitely a bonus. We're now on Ķīpsala. We're at the port here. And then on this side we've got the traditional wooden buildings that I've been really looking forward to seeing. I'm filming this abandoned one here because further up are actually people's houses and I feel a bit awkward. I don't want to get shouted at for filming somebody's house, but I've managed to get a few pictures. Apparently the first bridge connecting the left bank with the right bank of Riga was only built in the 18th century, which is why the left bank is quite culturally different to the right. This place is so cool. It feels like we're in some kind of ghost town. There's nobody here. And how old-fashioned the buildings are. It's really cool. Well, good morning. Please do excuse the state. Last night I was absolutely so tired and I just could have easily gone to bed at 9 PM. We were laid in bed just chilling and my legs are absolutely dead from walking, but then we were hungry. We didn't fancy anything off the room service menu, so we dragged ourselves literally just across the road to get some pizza, and we were going to bring it back to the hotel, but then while we were there we thought we might as well just eat it here. And then while we were out, we thought, oh, I kind of fancy doing something else. So we went to this really lovely bar just up the road from our hotel and ended up getting back at like 1:30 AM. So we had the absolute best night, but obviously we're so tired now, so we decided to not bother with breakfast so we could get some extra sleep. It's good that we didn't finish all our pizza last night because we decided to just have that for breakfast instead. Half of mine left and half of Graydon's. And then coffee's from the room. Sorted. We're headed off to the art district using Google Maps, so hopefully this time we don't get lost. There's meant to be some really unique architecture there, so that's one thing that we've not really planned on seeing yet. So while we've got a couple of hours before we head off to the airport, we thought that'd be something good and a bit different to see. Well, we've made it, and wow, look at this. We've just been to refresh ourselves with coffee and now we're going to have a look around. we're home from Latvia. It is the most beautiful place. This time round we actually didn't spend any money on anything other than food and drink. We didn't even go to any attractions. We just googled different areas that we thought were worth seeing, because different areas of Riga are all quite unique from each other. So we just basically walked to different places and got a feel for the culture and the architecture, and it was just perfect, along with obviously this time being able to go in the spa as well, which is another thing I was going to say, that obviously we like to keep our travel to a low budget, but it kind of just shows that depending on where you go, you don't have to go for the cheapest of the cheap, because 4-star hotel with spa included for 3 nights was only £170, whereas yes, we could have probably paid £30 for a hostel, but if you have got a little bit of extra money that you're willing to spend, it can make it a little bit more of a relaxed experience, but obviously still on a budget, because Latvia is a pretty cheap place to travel to, so that was great. And I think a lot of people that we know our age sort of ask how we go away so often in terms of money. But that's the key really, we just try and keep it as cheap as possible, and I think that some people think it's all or nothing, like you're either one of these people that gets to travel all the time and you sort of a solo traveller, single, no commitments, don't have your own place, etc., or you sort of settle down married in house and you hardly ever get to go away, whereas we've kind of got a balance between both, because we just try and keep cost sensible at home, and also when we go away I suppose it's what your priorities are. It's up to the individual. Obviously we don't have children yet and things will change when we do, but for now we just like to see as many different countries as possible. So I guess what I'm saying is you can just have a balance, it doesn't have to be all or nothing necessarily. Well, thank you for watching this vlog, and please comment below your favourite things to do in Riga or Latvia in general if you've been, and also please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye!